a passport from a country that doesn't exist, a calm woman at an airport, and a mystery that's leaving millions of people completely intrigued. You're about to discover one of the most fascinating stories going viral right now, involving an urban legend from the last century that will make you question what is real and what is fiction in the age of artificial intelligence. Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into the phenomenon dominating social media, the case of the Torenza passport woman. And before we continue, if you enjoy fascinating mysteries and want to discover curiosities going viral around the world, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell. And if this content surprises you, leave a like so more people can discover this incredible story. Now let's get to the mystery. This circulating video shows a scene straight out of a suspense movie. Imagine you're at an international airport, going through immigration normally, when suddenly a calm woman appears holding a passport from a country called Torenza. But here's the problem. This country simply doesn't exist on any world map. No historical records, no official documentation, nothing proves this place exists. The video has dramatic lighting, digital effects adding mystery, and the woman appears completely calm, as if nothing were wrong. It's as if she truly believed Torenza is real and her passport legitimate. The cinematographic quality is so high that people immediately questioned, is this real? Could there be a secret country we don't know? Or is this another brilliant artificial intelligence creation? Before diving deeper, we need the historical context. The Torenza case isn't unique. It's the latest chapter of an urban legend from decades ago that captured millions of imaginations worldwide. We're talking about the famous man from Taured. This legend from the 1950s tells of a man arriving at a Japanese airport with a passport from Taured, which also doesn't exist. When Japanese authorities asked him to show where Taured was, he pointed between France and Spain, where Andorra is located. But he insisted it was Taured, existing for hundreds of years. The story gets stranger. Authorities placed him under hotel surveillance overnight, but the next morning he vanished without a trace. No guard saw him leave, doors and windows were locked, no logical explanation. This became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring theories about parallel universes and alternate realities. But did it really happen? Investigators from Snopes and Full Fact searched Japanese archives from the 50s. They found absolutely nothing. No official records, no immigration documentation, no police reports. However, there was a real documented case. Between 1959 and 60, John Allen Kuchar Zegrus was arrested in Japan for identity fraud. Among his fake documents was a passport from a place called Taured. He was tried, sentenced to prison, and deported. No mysterious disappearance, no supernatural dimension, just document fraud. But somehow this mundane story transformed into the fascinating legend we know. This brings us to the viral Torenza case. Both stories follow the same pattern. A confident person presenting apparently legitimate documentation from an unfindable place. There's something intriguing about someone arriving with evidence that seems real but can't be verified. When people see the Torenza video, they may subconsciously remember Taured. The internet transformed Taured into shared modern folklore. The structure seems plausible because we've heard similar stories, but what do we really know about Torenza? Fact checkers found no credible evidence that Torenza is real or that anyone presented such a passport officially. No airport statements, no security footage, no public documents. So why does it seem convincing? The answer is artificial intelligence. Observers noted characteristics typical of AI-generated misinformation. Visual inconsistencies, overly stylized effects with dramatic lighting, and extraordinary claims combined with ordinary behavior. The video was crafted to go viral, not to inform. AI tools like Sora make it extremely easy to produce convincing visual illusions. We're in an era where the line between reality and digital fiction is increasingly blurred. The Torenza case offers a valuable lesson about myth and fact in the digital age. These stories persist because they touch deep human curiosities. We want to believe our world still has secrets and unexplainable mysteries. Humans do create fake passports and invent places, but what's never been proven is whether these fictional places exist or if any authority was actually deceived. The irony is that while Torenza is probably viral storytelling, it's fulfilling its purpose perfectly, capturing attention, provoking debates, making people share. Technology allows anyone to create real-seeming content. Social media amplifies the strange and ambiguous. Our psychology makes us vulnerable to these narratives. Maybe the real question isn't whether Torenza is real, but why we're so fascinated. These stories touch something fundamental about human condition. We live in an increasingly mapped and documented world. Satellites photograph every inch of Earth. The internet has information about virtually anywhere. There seems no room for mystery anymore. That's why stories like Torenza resonate deeply. They represent the possibility that mysteries still exist, that not everything can be explained. They let us believe in the impossible. With advancing AI technologies generating hyper-realistic videos, we're entering new territory where seeing isn't necessarily believing. We need new critical thinking skills to navigate information, misinformation, and entertainment. The Torenza case is about how we consume information in the internet age, how our minds process stories, and how technology changes the nature of truth and fiction. The lesson: first, develop healthy skepticism. When something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Ask questions about sources and evidence. Second, recognize the power of narratives. Well-told stories have emotional impact beyond logic. That's okay if we recognize the difference between entertainment and reality. Third, value fact-checking. Researchers help us separate real from fabricated. Finally, appreciate these as fascinating modern folklore. The man from Taured, the woman from Torenza, and countless urban legends are part of our digital culture. They connect us through shared narratives and remind us that mystery still has its place. This story will be remembered as a perfect example of how technology, narrative, and human psychology combine to create viral internet phenomena. It shows something true about our desire for mystery, vulnerability to misinformation, and ability to create stories that capture collective imagination. As we advance in this complex digital age, such stories will keep emerging. New technologies will bring new possibilities, and we must continue refining our ability to discern real from fabricated. But our fascination with mysteries won't disappear. We all like believing there's still magic in the world, still secrets waiting to be discovered. And as long as there's human curiosity, there will be stories like Torenza to feed it. So next time you see an extraordinary viral video, remember this story. Ask yourself, is this real or entertainment? Factual or fiction? Documentary or art? Then make the conscious choice about how you'll receive and share that information. We all have the responsibility to be critical media consumers in the digital age, and that may be the greatest lesson the mystery of Torenza has to teach us. So, what did you think of this fascinating story? Do you believe Torenza could be real, or is it just artificial intelligence? Leave your opinion in the comments. If this video made you think differently about what we see online, don't forget to leave a like and share with your friends. If you want to keep discovering mysteries and curiosities blowing up around the world, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Thank you for watching until the end, and always remember to question, investigate, and think critically about the content you consume online. See you in the next video.